Void Moments of Inertia was out on March 18. So can you tell me a bit about the making of the album and the production behind it?
Oh, it was so tough based on the pandemic, I think. Well, the main core of the album, the main core of the music was written at around January of 2020. Everything was finished, but then of course we had to stop. And at some point, Kostas and Fotis, around April of 2021, I think they started. Oh no, April 2021, we started recording the drums.
Yeah, no, actually February, middle of February 21. We started
to rehearse everything
and compose the rhythm section of this album. It was just actually it was amazing because we had just 1 month, about 3 weeks, 3 hours per week, and we were at a studio at something like not a home studio actually, but not a professional one, and we were just jamming ideas around the basic compositions, and I think it lasts about 1.5 months, and after this we were ready for recordings.
Yeah.
And we had a lot of constraints due to COVID restrictions. So in many cases we were illegal because we have to finish after the the time constraint.
Yeah, there was a curfew actually. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But if you are interested, there was nothing in fees. We didn't pay nothing in fees. We managed to to be legal at this point.
Then yeah, after around April we started the recording of the drums, and after that it was cool breeze actually. Yeah, we finished the bass recordings in 1 or 2 days, I think.
Yeah,
the guitars took around 2 weeks, and some finishing touches with violins, saxophones, etc. So yeah, overall the recording process was easy. It was all the stuff behind that led to the recording sessions that were kind of tough due to the pandemic. But I think that's every band and every artist had to deal with it.
Okay. Wonderful. And Void Moments of Inertia, does it have any concept behind this instrumental?
Well, it does. Generally, we don't like to translate the instrumental parts and of the concept of the whole album, because we'd like for each listener to create their own images, leave their fantasy untouched by our own views. Well, but let's just say that the overall concept is the acceptance of situation and the need to move on and move forward and find the strength to deal with situations that make you not be yourself anymore. So you need to accept and move on and be your own force.
Personally, Keith, I tried to play as much more musical I could. I mean, not aggressive playing of the drums, but not something like just accompany the other instruments. I wanted to be myself in a more sentimental way, and I didn't push myself to be like play this and that, just whatever comes in mind.
Sounds good. And do you guys have any touring plans as of now?
We do. We are talking right now for a Greek tour around May, and we're still trying to figure out about Europe. It's not that easy because of our work schedule. so we can't get that much time off for a full month.
Yeah.
But there is a plan around October, November for around 7 possible shows around Europe, Central or Western Europe. But nothing official yet. We still have to figure things out.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Yeah,
And
Keith, we had this experience before with the previous album,
mhm.
and all this experience abroad was really unexpectedly nice. I expected to be stressful, but in the end, we had a really great time there, and we got to know each other better, and all the talkings with other bands and our concerns and conversations with the crowd, exceptional. All the thing was exceptional, and we really want to try this experience once again. It was really nice.
But we still, we have to see how are things with COVID after summer, because at least for now there are a lot of restrictions in Europe as well. So we have a lot of bands that are friends that, well, 1 month ago you couldn't play in France, then you could play in France, but then you had to travel in Germany, but it was tough on the borders, and we'll still have to see what's the situation gonna be like in the future.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can return back to some kind of normality. And
Sounds good. Sounds good. And talking about the album, I have to say it's really well done, great composition, and amazing way of putting rock with a bit of saxophone, a bit of violin, and combining it all together makes it sounds like a masterpiece of a record to listen to as a complete album, I would say. But as a band, how do you feel about the outcome of this?
Personally, I think it's the most mature work that we've created so far. I mean, besides the compositions that are, we do really feel that it's like our most mature work. We like what we did sound-wise. We took our time with the production and the mastering of the album, so everyone can be satisfied with what we hear. And eventually, COVID slowed us down a lot, but eventually that helped us mature the songs in our ears. So we listened to it and we listened to it and we listened to it, and that helped us to experiment a little bit more with orchestration, as you said, with saxophones and violins. We used violins before, but the saxophone was something new. And the use of violin, even though we have used it before, it was a new approach to how we will incorporate the violin. In our previous albums, it was more like an accompanying instrument. Here we have songs that vinyl has a lead role in the whole album. So, well, overall, in my personal opinion, I am really excited and really happy with how it turned out.
Okay, Kostas.
Okay, thanks for this. Personally speaking, I think that it could be better, but all the time I'm the guy that is thinking, okay, it could be better. But I'm happy that it was born like in a fast way, and not like all the time, let's check this and this and this and this and this. It was like we wanted it, we needed it, and it just poof came out. I mean, in this way about these compositions, and I think that the outcome is good because a lot of people give us good comments, truly good comments. And I think we have a great. We'll have a great trip around this album.
Amazing. Amazing.
Yes, and I have to add to the conversation that the feedback that we get from the presence of saxophone in our work is very good. We like this feedback, and we hope that in the future we will manage to have more instruments maybe, or more genres, because this album has a lot of parts of a variety of genres, not only in rock music. We have prog parts, we have really ambient parts, and etc. But the feedback that we get from all this experimentation was really great, and we really like that.
It's great to hear for this. And in May 2019, your music was selected in the theatrical Unborn Land, and you also got an UNESCO record for that one. So how do you guys feel about the accomplishment on this one?
Well, it was something really unexpected, because when this whole situation happened, a friend of mine she's a poet, right? And she translated her book into a theatrical monologue, let's say. So she approached me and she told me that, well, I'm gonna do this theatrical monologue. Would you like to provide some music? So like I said, okay, yes. It was before we actually became a full band. It was still a one-man project back then. And I didn't know what this could lead to, right? So it was unexpected. It was good. It's really good to feel that your music gets recognized and inspires other art as well. And it was nice. And we're actually discussing of having something like this again in the future, after COVID restrictions, of course. But this time we're gonna create something entirely new from scratch just for the theatrical play. And it's something that we discussed it with Kostas and Fotis as well a lot of times, that we'd really like to find ourselves in a way that we can actually provide music for theater or for cinema or for something like that. It's amongst our goals.
Amazing.
Yeah, and also it is something that some people that love listening to us ask from us. Okay, why don't you compose some soundtracks, for example, or some theatrical music for some theatrical plays, for example? And that is very good feedback for us, because it's like, okay, you got it. We shall try it.
And the history of the band goes way back to 2017 when you started. You guys started this project. So how has the journey been for you so far?
Okay, I think now Ilias has.
Yeah, it started as a solo project. I was recording a few songs in my living room, and I didn't put a lot of thought into it, actually. I was sitting in my living room one day and I clicked publish on Bandcamp. So that's the birth of the first album. And I contacted Tan from the channel of the YouTube channel of Worldhaspostrock, and he uploaded the album on his channel, and suddenly it got like around 150,000 views. And I'm like, okay, so maybe there is something there. Maybe there are people that want to listen to the songs, actually. So I immediately started recording a second album. And it was released a year after the first album. And on the third album, I've already have Fotis actually was part of the third album. So I've started toying with the idea of having, maybe we need to have a full band to play the songs live. And so Fotis came along, and his brother came along as well. who is our previous guitar player. And then we found Kostas, we found Nick for the keyboards, and then we had Angelos, who replaced Fotis's brother on the guitars. And now there's the full lineup, the full band. And it changed a lot the process of how I'm working with music, and it's something that I really enjoy, to be honest, because working with these guys and Nick and Angelos is something really exciting from the perspective that you don't have only one set of ears, right?
Yeah.
So now there are 5 people with 5 different opinions, and it really helps the music grow and helps the music help the creative juices flow, so to speak.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
You know, Keith, I think that Ilias is a great composer, literally speaking, but I think that he was
Bad at the drums.
no, a little bit unlucky that he hadn't met us before. I mean, from the beginning of this Once Upon a Winter journey, but that he's lucky enough to have us in this band right now.
I am lucky enough, yeah.
I mean, Keith, when we first met with Ilias and we discussed about the ideas generally around music, I was like, okay, why not? I like this guy. I know that we have to experiment. It's gonna be good, but I didn't expect to be such a good effort. Of course, I met the other guys from this band, and I think that right now we are in a very good time. Yes, in a very good period, actually.
Amazing. And what would be some of the upcoming plans? Do you plan to make more music in the coming days, or what is the plan on your mind?
Well, first we rehearse. We'll start rehearsing this week, hopefully. And then we'll have some tour dates in May here in Greece. After that, who knows? We'll start writing new music at some point. And we'll have to see whether we're gonna have a European tour or not. But yeah, new music is always a main focus of ours. We like playing and we like creating.
Amazing. And go ahead.
Personally think, to be honest, after this session around this album, I mean, both communication session and recording session and composition session, I was inspired, and I want to jam more with the guys from Once Upon a Winter and experiment more and more to play and compose more music. Why not? More music is something good.
More and different music.
Yeah, and maybe different music. Yes, I have personally a lot of ideas that time to time I'm speaking, for example, with Ilias, and I want to go to the studio and just jam new ideas. But I think this period is a period for live sessions and concerts to play our new album.
Amazing. And any big moments that you want to share with me today?
Big moments in general?
Yeah.
Well, I think our biggest moment for this was probably when we opened for God is an Astronaut, I think.
Yeah. I wanted to mention this before about the story of the band, because one of the, not the main reason, because I think that
it was a turning point.
Yeah. It was a turning point because there was that event when God is an Astronaut they're going to have a live performance in Thessaloniki, and okay, who's going to play as a supporting act? And then once upon a winter has this position.
Yeah, then we
so
had the full
Ilias,
band.
Yeah, so Ilias has to have a decision of okay, now or never. So maybe this was the starting point was maybe the top moment of the band.
I mean, the tour was a top moment as well. The European tour.
Yeah. Okay. But yes, the beginning of the band, of this live performance with God is an Astronaut, was a top beginning for the band.
Amazing.
Yeah, it was our first live show. So
Yeah.
to perform for the first time as a band in front of the crowd of your city, around 1,000 people, it was an amazing experience. And God is an Astronaut is a band that we really love. I mean, it was a band from our teen years. So yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, I really love them, but I was not part of this live kit. So
we were asked not to have a drummer in this.
Yeah.
So we had pre-recorded electronic drums, which was weird, but still an amazing experience. Yeah.
Wonderful to hear that. Wonderful to hear that. And guys, finally, what would be the message that you want to give to the fans around the world?
Whoa. Okay. We are thankful for all the support all these years. I mean, it was something completely unexpected and still surprises us every day. And I mean, with every release, new people discover us and new people fall in love with the music, and it really means a lot to us. And we do hope that everyone, even after this whole situation with the pandemic and COVID, where there are a lot of health issues, not only physically, but mentally and psychologically. Yeah. We do believe that everyone is safe, is okay, and, find a way to channel every bad situation into something better. And we hope at some point that we see you on the road.
Amazing.
Well, Fotis, you or me?
My message to fans is that we really hope to meet everyone that we like our music, and stay safe, guys. Let's meet each other in our live sessions, maybe.
Wonderful.
And I want to say to everyone that listens to music generally and our music especially, that thank you for supporting bands that are playing and compose and record albums with love, and keep supporting and keep exchanging ideas and keep trying to be more open-minded again and again. And I think the most important thing is that speaking and talking around and communicate with musicians or just with fans that love listening to music. I think they are musicians too in their minds. That is the most important thing. That's the way that the world is going round and round,
Amazing, guys. And Ilias, Fotis, and Kostas, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity today to have this wonderful interview with you. It's a real pleasure to meet you. And thanks for making amazing music over the years, and a real pleasure to listen to what you are creating. It's a great experience for me, to be honest. And I wish you and the entire band all the best, and hope to see you guys someday on the road soon.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, mate. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jeff. We really enjoyed your interview.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Good work. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. Cheers.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Take care of yourself.
Have a good night.
You too, guys. Have a good night. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.